my olive cup. Oh, there's my soup broth.
Your soup broth?
I put it in a mug.
Yo.
Yep. Oh, this is terrible cold.
So, guys,
Can you help me make it make sense?
I'm working on it.
What do you say?
He said that he's made the best mathematical decision, and he says that it makes sense for all of us. And mostly was just telling me about what he was hearing about Brittany, and he said that the concerns around SB make her someone who is basically nobody. I had actually read upon, so that's why I'm a little bit confused.
You said what?
I had said at one point, I said like, hey, like if you really need, because he did his 6 questions thing, and he said, I said, if you need a pun, like it could be me, and so I just was like, I don't know why it would have been her, and he said mathematically this makes no sense.
Why?
I don't know.
Did
In
he
what
say who his
sense is
target
going
is?
against the royal flush? In what sense is going?
I asked him about the royal flush, and I said, and he said, he's like, this will work out for all of us the best, and I was like,
Who?
All of
So
them.
Brittany's a
In
target?
what sense?
huh?
So Brittany's a target?
He didn't tell me his target. He said, I can't talk about my target. I'm keeping all the information close. But, like, this is making most sense. And he said, but we can talk about it more. I just don't want to say anything to anybody until I talk to both of them first. And so he talked to Brittany right before he talked to me. And then I said, cool. And then you guys knocked.
Okay, we'll talk to him after.
So at this stage, I'm just... I said, I did ask him to bring... I said, like, you know,
What?
me and him are tight. So, like I've said, I want him to bring me into that conversation.
Because you and Sarah
I think
both
that
are
helping
tight
us.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, also, I feel like the only thing I'm guessing on math-wise is that he knows that there's at least 5 people, if you include her, who would 1,000% take her out.
Who
Huh?
take who out?
What?
Who would take
Brittany?
her off?
Take out
Oh,
SB. I'm
yeah.
guessing that's what he meant math-wise, because the thing that we talked about earlier that we were stuck on the most is like he's like, where are the variables that like, he's very analytical. And he was talking about where are the variables that like we can and can't control. And it's like the only thing that we can't control is the chip draws. And I was like, but I didn't think it was going this way at all.
Well,
There's 7 of us.
I know.
he knows
Four of
if like he knows that if any of us play,
think-
we win, she's coming off, and then he's gonna have to do.
that's any 4 of us win. She's coming off.
There's
So I'm just
7 or 8
I
of
don't-
us, and 4 of them. What
I
kind
don't
of
think
math
that he's 4.
do you need to know?
I don't see any math that
And
is
the
for the
4
flush.
haven't won anything.
I would say I don't see any math that is for the flush. Which makes me,
We all
Well, like,
agree
my thing is,
we
like, if
don't
he-
I know.
need
I
That's why I said I don't see any math that's for the flush.
Well, I know he was. I'm sure people still said like, "Hey, a king hasn't won, so like this is the time to take a shot." But that would have only been like there's our team, there's your team, and then there's the fucking Jokers.
No.
Which why
nothing.
would you go with the 3 people? You're gonna pick 3 people over 8? That doesn't make sense. And he's got Hannah already. So
You saw me sitting in the bed next to you the whole time I was doing math the whole time, and I was like, none of this makes sense. Like, he didn't tell me names. He just said, I'm making the best mathematical decision. And I was like, all right, but it's not. And, like, and I feel like if you 3 don't know anything about it,
no.
unless I'm outside of the Queens, I don't know any scenario, because it's like there's 3 Jokers, there's 1 other ace.
You put
Personally,
2
I think
Jokers up.
He has
Yeah.
3 options.
No
because he's not
scenario.
putting up Hannah. He puts up 2, 1 comes down, you put the other one up.
That's why
Oh.
I said no scenario. I think it is. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's for the flush. I think it is. I think it's. I don't want to say it's emotional, but I wonder if it's emotional.
You mean because like Hannah?
I wonder. That's my only guess.
Like, you think Hannah
Because there's
had an
nothing
idea
for the
of
flush
this?
that makes sense, Matt.
No.
You think Hannah had an idea?
Saying emotional in the fact that if SB's coming,
Only one person was saying his name.
Exactly.
But I'm just like, but then that's not for a flush. But I don't know why he would think that he would have. Like, I don't.
Like, why?
Because now
My
we all
issue.
don't. Like,
That's what I'm
how
saying.
do we move on?
We're
from that?
questioning like the flush right now.
That's why. And I think that, to me, I felt like I am his closest person outside of flesh, or inside the flesh. Like Hannah would be outside, and I'd be his closest person inside the flesh.
100%.
So why pick the only person that would antagonize your closest person in the flesh?